Stop using someone else's failure as an excuse not to try. Their path is not your path, and their destiny is not yours. Just focus on yourself, take the right steps, do the work, and leave the result to God. So, if you're new here, my name is Mansoor, and I talk about real life lessons that help you to improve yourself, change the way you think toward goodness, and become the person you want to be. So, I've seen a lot of people that they're lost in nowadays and they don't know what to do. But in the meanwhile, when you suggest them to start something, they always point and judge other people's failure in their own actions. Well, if you ask them to start a business or starting restaurant business, they right away point others, oh, he failed, I'm not starting that. Because this is happening, this is all because the way you're thinking. Their path, their actions, and their destiny is different than yours. He might have started without an experience, without learning before starting that business. But you should not be assuming failures in your own business or whatever you're starting it, if it's study or anything. Because I've seen a lot of people when their parents suggest them study medical or study engineering, they right away tell them and pointing other people, oh, look at that. He chose that field and he's failed. If we talk about business related, so if we suggest anyone start a business, they right away point other people, oh, he started a business and he's failed. But this is not how it works. I agree that people fails, but that's all because they're not taking the right steps that you really need to. Because everything that you're starting in your life doesn't matter if that is a business or anything, that requires a method that you need to follow it and you need to go on it. That's how you're getting success. Let me tell you, everything comes out of experiences. You learn stuff from your experiences, but failure doesn't mean that it's not going to work. The only reason that it's failed is just because you didn't try on a right way. Because everything in this life we do, doesn't matter if anything that you're starting it, that requires a real method of doing it. You can't just go tomorrow and start a business while having some $1,000 at your bank account, and you go and start a business without the marketing, without knowing anything about it, and you just go for it. Obviously you will fail. So everything has its own method to start. It doesn't matter if you're starting business or you're going for study. If you're studying in your college or university, there's a method of reaching to that level. Let's suppose if you're studying a medical field and want to become a doctor, so what you need to do, obviously you need to study for 4 or 6 years continuous row, and then you become a doctor. The purpose of this video is just to let you know that whatever you're trying to start in your life, if that is anything, never point other people, never judge other people's action or their failures in your life that, oh, it's not going to work for me. Everything is possible. There's just few things that it requires to do it in a right way. You don't need to worry about the outcome and result. That's in God's hand. But this is what God says. After every hardship, there's easiness. That's for sure. And that's what we need to believe it. I promise every single person, if they do the hard work in a real way, if you're doing hard work in a place that it's not showing you any results, it's not going to give you any results. I'm talking about the real hard work means you're spending your time in a place where it at least gives you your result. Let's suppose if I give you a jobs example, so one person is doing delivery 7 days a week and the other person is doing performance-based jobs that pays you on your performance. They're doing businesses. Why? Because it's performance-based, so there's no fixed salary, right? So this is why this is different. Where are you spending and wasting your time? So if you're wasting your time in the wrong place by doing hard work, obviously you're not going to get anything. You're not going to accomplish anything. So this is why it matters. So this is the thing. If you're doing hard work, I promise you that you will see your result with happiness, because this is what reality is. Everyone who been through hardships, if you see all those entrepreneurs, all those business people, they've been through those hard moments, but they never show you that. You think if they're billionaires now, if they're millionaires now, it's just because they just got a lucky. No, it's not like that. They've been through so many things that I know, that they did so many things that you can never even imagine that life they had it, how they've been through days and nights. So this is why they got their result and they're happy with the result, because that's the God promise that when you're doing hardship, I will give you the easiness after your hardship. So anyways, let me just tell you now what to do before starting anything that you want to accomplish in your life. So first, this is why I told you in a recent video as well that there's so many videos out there on YouTube, on social media. There's so many YouTubers out there, so many peoples out there. They share their own experiences with you in any field. Just search right now about anything on YouTube. Let's suppose about restaurant, clothing brand, whatever it is. You will see so many videos related, and that's how you're gonna learn what mistake you shouldn't do it and what you should do. If you're starting a restaurant, just watch videos. What are the pros and cons about restaurants? What to do, what to not. And obviously for restaurant, those kind of businesses, you really need a best marketing and a best product. That's something different topic. I will talk about that. Sell, you need to be knowing what you're selling and how to do that perfectly. I'll make a video about that topic. So whenever you're just trying to do something or you want to accomplish anything, just focus on this. The first is just focus on yourself. Sit with the right people, because positivity gives you more motivation. If you sit with negative people, if they tells you it's not going to work, it's not going to happen, you can't do anything. You will be stuck where you are. Sit with the right people. Watch positive things. Watch people who did it already. Watch those people who already passed it. Let's suppose if you're in any related business or study, whatever, watch the people who already did it and already enjoying it, because that gives you motivation. And before that, you need to learn what you're doing. If you're studying business, whatever it is, whatever you want to accomplish in your life, just make sure you know about that before starting it. You really know the way how to do it. Do a lot of research. Don't point to other people. Their destiny, their path is different than yours. Your only work is that to learn from their mistakes. That's how we learn, and that's how we grow, from learning from each other's mistakes. So you learn from their mistakes, you gather the knowledge and information, and you use it in your own actions, whatever you're doing it. So this is why it's really important. Don't look to other people's path. If they fail or pass, just if they're past, just look at that, but watch them. You're gonna get more information, more knowledge by their failure and their, so that gives you more knowledge about that and how they fail. So learn from that and gather all the information and go for it. And believe in yourself, believe in your action, believe in God, and leave the result and outcome to God and time. You will see the differences if you do it consistently, and if you do it on a consistent base, you will see the result. I promise you guys, you will be happy with your results. So going on that path will teach you so many things, and you will learn so many things that you never ever would have, the way you're just living life and doing nothing about your dreams and goals. This is why I'm telling you, just do the right work, take the right steps, gather all the information from people who got fail and the people who did it and made it and who are successful in that, and then watch it your own steps, take the right steps, do the hard work, and leave the result to God and to the time, and you will see the differences. So I hope you guys understood this video. Make sure you guys leave a comment below and let me know what you guys thinking about that. Subscribe if you want to improve yourself.